Koi no Yokan. You meet someone and it's not love yet. Nothing has happened. You've barely talked. But somewhere in the first 5 minutes, a strange certainty creeps in. Not that you like them, but that you will love them, eventually, somehow. You can't explain it, and it's almost unsettling how calm the feeling is. Like your brain already knows something your heart hasn't caught up to. In Japanese, this is koi no yokan, the premonition of love. It's different from love at first sight because there's no rush of emotion yet, no butterflies, just a quiet, strange knowing that this person is going to matter. What makes this feeling so unusual is that it can happen even when the timing is completely wrong. You might be seeing someone else. They might be moving away in a month. None of that changes the certainty. It just sits there, patient, waiting for the rest of your life to catch up to what your gut already decided. Most people don't tell anyone when they feel this. They just quietly wait to be right. Mamihlapinatapai. You're sitting across from someone and there's a pause, a look. You both know something is supposed to happen next. A hand should move, a sentence should be said, and neither of you does it. You're both hoping the other one goes first. The moment stretches a beat too long, and somehow that silence says more than either of you could. This is Mamihlapinatapai, a word from the Yokan language of Tierra del Fuego, for a look shared between two people, each wanting the other to start something, but neither willing to. It's one of those feelings that's almost funny in hindsight, two people frozen by the exact same hope, but in the moment it's terrifying because so much rides on who moves first. What's interesting is that this look often happens more than once between the same two people, over weeks or even months, each time the tension building a little higher until eventually someone breaks it, or the moment passes and quietly disappears, unspoken for good. Forelsket. Before it's love, there's this, the stage where you can't focus on anything else, where a text back takes 10 seconds to read and 10 minutes to reread, where you feel almost lighter, like your body is running slightly faster than usual. It's not really rational, you probably don't even know this person that well yet, but that's exactly the point. Norwegians call this Forelsket, the euphoric, slightly irrational high of falling for someone before it's settled into something real. It's different from actual love because it isn't built on knowing someone. It's built on possibility, and possibility, it turns out, might be the most intoxicating feeling there is. This is also why it fades so fast once things become official. The uncertainty was doing most of the work. The moment you actually know where you stand, Forelsket quietly hands the feeling over to something steadier, something with less static in it, and honestly, something a little less thrilling too. Saudade. Some love doesn't disappear just because the person is gone. You'll be doing something ordinary, driving, cooking, half asleep, and it arrives without warning. Not quite sadness, not quite happiness, a mix of both tangled together for someone or something you loved and no longer have. The Portuguese call this saudade, and they'll tell you, like the Welsh with Retrouvailles, that it doesn't fully translate. It's the ache of loving something that's gone, but somehow still being glad you got to love it at all. People feel this for exes, for old friendships, for versions of a relationship that used to exist. The strange part is that Saudade isn't trying to make the sadness go away. It almost wants to keep it because forgetting would feel worse than missing. There's actually a whole musical genre in Portugal, fado, built almost entirely around this one feeling, proof that some emotions are big enough to need their own art form, not just their own word.
Retrouvailles. There's a very specific kind of joy reserved only for reunions. Not just seeing someone again, but the exact moment right after distance ends. An airport arrival, a doorway hug, the second someone finally walks back into a room after being gone too long. Your body reacts before your brain does. In French, this joy has its own word, retrouvailles. It's not the same as normal happiness because it's built entirely on contrast. The absence has to happen first for the reunion to hit this hard. The longer the gap, the sharper the feeling, which is maybe why the best hugs in your life were never the everyday ones. They were the ones after you weren't sure when you'd see them again. Some people even say they can't fully enjoy someone's company until a trip apart forces them to miss it first, as if love needs occasional distance just to remind you how much space it actually takes up.